Mic check. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Is there anyone alive out there? I'll just wait for some people to come in. Hope you're all doing good. Hey, Sean, how's it going, mate? John, how's it going, mate? Askey. Good evening to you, good sir. Bloody hell, you're alive. Yep, just busy. Kempe, how's it going? John, Breticus, Brad Finch, welcome, new viewer. How's it going? How y'all doing? How's it going, Pops? Crash and Burn, welcome, mate. Yeah, good, thanks, Kempe. Good, thanks, mate. Right. So, before we start tonight, I do have a little bit of an argument to settle because people keep moaning that I keep calling things conformal coating. Like, they keep moaning that I call solder mask conformal coating. So, yeah, I've decided I'd have to prove a point because it's not actually called conformal coating. Sorry, it's not actually called solder mask. And I've got proof. I have proof. I bought this brand new today, and that's how it came. Same as that one. Proof that it's not actually called solder mask. It's called conformal coating. So there's your evidence, if anyone wants to argue with me. So, yeah, there's no denying it. Look, video don't lie, does it? And that's on video. Blatantly obvious. So, no one can argue with me now. I'm right, you're wrong. It's conformal coating, not solder mask. Just saying. It's UV glue. No, not live on YouTube, mate, no. Did I get it from Console Week? Nah, he's a scumbag. Curing oil. Hey, check this out as well. Finally made a new cable for my microscope. Oh dear. Yeah, so I just sort of settle that argument. It's actually called conformal coating. It's official. Don't even start. Don't even start, cameras. How's it going, WT? E-Repair, WC. Ready for fire? Never. Blake, how's it going, mate? Owen as well, welcome. Never. There's no such thing as fire on this channel. Nope. What's on today's menu? I've got a Series X to start with. Series X to start with. Can't remember what's wrong with this. It was sent in by a viewer. It's had prior repair attempt, but I told him that I'd have a look at it before he sells it because he was going to sell it on eBay. I can't remember the name of the person who sent it in off the top of my head. Let me just check the booking details. Thanks, Carlos. Cheers, mate. Good evening, buddy. Andy. Are you here, Andy? Are you here, Andy? Do you repair TVs? No, I don't. I haven't got the room for it, buddy. Cheers, WC. Thanks, mate. Thank you, buddy. Let me just see if I can put up some info on this. Right. I've got some of the... no, that's not. Where's the chat? I can't find the original chat. Never mind. He said he was going to come and watch it, but hey ho. Hello, Sarah. Me, time for bed. Coder, I'm gonna go live. Damn it. Ha. No, I don't sell the power bricks for the Xbox One, mate. Sorry, buddy. Monkey Tennis, welcome, mate. Technique. Who else we got? You, Troy, welcome. Taz as well. Good evening, buddy. Hey, cheers, Carlos. Thank you, bud. What have we done? Pig. Hey, WC, thank you for the gifted, mate. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks, buddy. ASCII said hi, Sarah. ASCII said hi. She said hi. She's cooking what? Steak? Yeah, I thought so. You'll turn into a steak one day, you will. You'll turn into a steak one day. The amount of steak you eat. Someone needs to make an account code as smoke alarm. Well, now you mention that, I filled the new caravan up with smoke this afternoon because my brother-in-law was whinging that he wanted me to move the cupboards forward a bit, so I had to cut some of the laminate flooring away, and I used an angle grinder to do it. It filled the room up with smoke. It was funny as hell. Hey, Carlos, you legend, mate. Thank you. Smoking section of the caravan. Yeah. Funny thing is, the fire brigade fitted a smoke alarm in there the other day, and it didn't go off. So, yeah, that's a little bit concerning. I'll have to give it a proper test and check it. we had the fire brigade out the other day to fit smoke alarms in the house because it's a requirement by law, same as the carbon monoxide detectors. So they fitted new carbon monoxide detectors and new smoke alarms. They do it for free. So they came out, fitted them, and I managed to hustle them and said, "Oh, this is being turned into a workshop. Do me a favour, just drop one in there if you've got another one on the truck." And they did. So yeah, it was a good type of caravan smoke. No alarm needed. Yeah, I'll have to test the smoke alarm tomorrow. I don't know, I'll probably smoke directly under it or something. Or lighter test, yeah. I suppose it might be because it didn't detect any heat, maybe, I don't know. But I don't know. I'll test it tomorrow properly. Like, I'll give it a thorough test. It's all good. If it doesn't work, I'll just call them back out. Get a torch and hold it under it. Yeah, but torches don't give out smoke though, do they? They give out light. So, yeah, I don't think a torch would work. And yes, you can hear another smoke alarm going off. No, it is not the active smoke alarm. I need to take the old smoke alarm out, but it's hardwired into the electrics, so I need to disconnect it and cap off the wires. So yes, you might hear a smoke alarm beeping tonight. That's because the batteries are dead. But I need to completely disconnect it. We've got new ones, so don't worry. Electro Boom's a legend. I don't know, is the smoke alarm beeping? Can anyone hear the smoke alarm beeping? No new song for today. Not yet. Cheers, mate. Didn't even know you could send donations on Twitch. That's news to me. You can hear it, right? Sorry, guys. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't disconnected it yet. I will get around to it, but it's not the active smoke alarm. We have got active smoke alarms. 2 brand new ones, one downstairs, one upstairs, so don't worry. New Twitch feature like Super Chat on YouTube. Didn't know that. Thank you, appreciate that. I did not know you could send a Super Chat. Learn something new every day. Talking of learning, let's learn what's wrong with this. So, this was sent in by a viewer. He's supposed to be watching, but I think he works late, so he might not be home from work yet. But if I recall correctly, I can't find the original chat, and I really can't be bothered to sit there searching all night for it. So if I recall correctly, he's tried a few things on this. He's tried to repair it himself, and he couldn't. He was going to sell it on eBay. He offered it to me, but I was completely honest, and I said, look, I'm not going to pay what you want for it because I know you've done work to it, etc. That's if I recall this is the correct one. So I was completely honest. And I was like, yeah, listen, I'm not going to pay you what you want. I've got to make money at the end of the day. Joe, thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you, buddy. So, yeah, I said, well, I'll tell you what. I said, before you sell it on eBay, why don't you just send it to me? And I'll try and fix it. Because if I can fix it, then you'll get more for it. And the only thing you're really risking is the postage. Because if I can't fix it, I'm not going to charge. So, he's done that. So, let's just have a look at what's going on with it. Okay, it turns on. The question is, does it display? Oh, it turns off after 5 seconds. That's not good. It turns off after 5 seconds. Ish. Yeah, that is not good at all. Okay, 5 seconds could be incorrect SSD. 5 seconds could be an incorrect SSD. That's yours. Sometimes it's longer, yeah. Right, okay, yeah, that could be an incorrect SSD. Could be a dead SSD. It could be an incorrect SSD, my friend. Was this your console, or is it one that you bought? Max Doubt is the owner. From eBay, right, okay, yeah, it could very well be the incorrect SSD then, mate. Right, let's go for 190 degrees Celsius on the heat. Might seem like a lot, but it is hot air. Hot air is very sporadic. It's not going to... Well, I'm not going to allow it to hit 190 on the actual console. So, 190 degrees Celsius might seem like a lot, but it's really not. Not for this. There we go. Seda said he went to a repair shop and they tried a few things, no idea what. Right, okay. Rightio. Well, the good news is it hasn't been to me because I haven't got it booked in the system. I searched it up on the serial number to find your name, and I haven't got it booked in my system apart from with you. Screws are a bit chewed and that wasn't me. Shaggy said that as well, mate. Wasn't me. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Where did I just put my tweezers? I don't know. Oh, they're right there next to me. Next to me. Ooh. Right. So I'll get this apart. If you're watching it back as a video, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notifications, all of that jazz. I'm live streaming on Twitch at the moment. Check me out, twitch.tv/thecoder2015. If you've got Amazon Prime, link it to Twitch. Become a Twitch Prime subscriber. It's free. And every time you don't subscribe, a little kitten cries. Just saying, do you really want to be responsible for a little kitten crying? Not even a normal cat, like an actual kitten, like 4 or 5 weeks old, max. Can you live with that on your conscience? Well, no, I certainly can't. Yeah, send it over, Carlos. And Bezos cackles indeed. I've bought 3 PS5 disc editions very recently, so that should be fun. Like actual consoles. I've bought a 1200 series with dark plates, and I've also bought 2 other disc editions. just gave you some Amazon money, screw them. Thanks, mate. Hopefully to sell on the website if I can get it fixed. If I can get them fixed, mate. Yeah, if I can get them fixed, I'll be selling them on the website. I might start a new fix and flip series, maybe. Backed up the raw partition and formatted the SSD, then restored the partition again. There was no change as to what it's doing. Right, okay. We shall see. It's worth a look, at least. How much did you pay for this, mate? Just out of curiosity. Incoming service spectacular spreadsheet. Sticky to base, I was on about your 18th month of free prime. Nice. Very good, very nice. 190. Right. Greetings from across the pond. Welcome, Retro. How's it going, mate? Thank you for following, mate. I just noticed you've just followed. Appreciate it. Where are you from, Carlos? Yeah, don't forget you have to resub every month on Twitch. If you're using Amazon Prime, if you're using normal sub, you can set it to auto renew. But if you use Amazon Prime, it doesn't auto renew. I'll say have to. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything. Prepping for a hurricane party and watching Kodak. Damn. Hope everyone's okay, mate. Love to find more repair streams. Cheers, mate. What do you work on mainly, mate? Well, this one might be bad news. Oh, video game stuff. Nice. Florida got a bath. How's it going, Michael? Puerto Rico. I'm not sure. Probably around about £20, I'd say. I know it cost me around about £20 to send back to you. Mine's due for renewing in 9 days, so make sure you're streaming. Ah, but you can subscribe while I'm not streaming. About $26, $27. About $25, $26, I would say, US dollars. I don't know what the exchange rate is at the minute, to be honest. Right, we've got a V2 board. No, it's not. It's V1. Yeah, it's V1, sorry. My bad. It is a V1. It is a V1. Dooby-dooby-doo. Right. Well, alrighty then. I can see some rework around here. What have they done there? Let's have a look. Pop goes the weasel. Little word of advice, if you're taking these APU clamps off, just put some pressure on the clamp as you're unscrewing it. You know why? Because then it doesn't just spring up and release all of the pressure at once. These are incredibly tight. They weren't messing around when it came to these Xboxes in terms of the APU clamp. That one don't matter because it's the last one. There's no pressure on it now. Right, okie dokie. Let's have a look-see. So first of all, let's just have a look at the SSD, make sure no rework's gone on there. Doesn't appear so. That looks fine. I will test that a little later on. Doo-ba-doo-doo. So I'll remove that for now. Replace the clock chip. It was shorted and caused a 3.3 volt 3P3 gated rail short. Right, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. So, if I remember right then, it had the 3.3 volt short, or the 3.3 volt gated short. And that, so was it completely no power before? It was completely no power before, right? And then it went to a 5-second 5-second beep off. No, same issue but shorter. Right, okay, so it was like a beep on, beep off. Okay. Let's all have a look and laugh at his soldering. Did I supply this chip for you? Right, yeah, I did, yeah. I thought so. Gotcha. Consolefix.shop. Right, soldering is absolutely fine for the most part. Trying to work out if there's enough solder on those joints. It certainly looks like there is. There's a couple of pads in the middle, like 4 pads in the middle, which are not terrible, but there might not be enough solder on them. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It depends on whether he's making enough of a contact, but I'd say it probably is. I would say it's probably making enough of a contact, but I'm wondering if I should just touch those joints up and try it again. Definitely enough solder on the rest of the joints. Just curious as to what's going on with that pad there. Hey, thank you, Joey. You're a legend, mate. Can't go wrong with a wee touch up indeed. Right, I'm in continuity mode. It's making a contact. I can't tell if there's meant to be solder on that pad there. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to just remove this and just resolder it. I can have a look underneath it then. Shut up, multimeter. Shut up, multimeter. God damn it. So just in case it is that what's causing it, you know, with those couple of solder joints being not having enough solder on them, it looks like they probably have got enough solder, but I want to rule it out. It's a pretty tight area to work in, to be honest. Arctic, how's it going, mate? Unless you're some weirdo, then there is something wrong. Yeah, that pretty much rules me out then, mate. I'm definitely some weirdo. Sorry, those test points there are a little bit triggering my OCD. I know they're absolutely irrelevant to the functionality of the console, but they were kind of triggering. Ah, now I can see what's going on with that pad there. It's a bit of a weird layout. You're coming across there like that. Yeah. There we go. And we'll do it. Multimeter beep twice if you need to be rescued. Can't, you gagged. It's coming along, mate. It's coming along. To be honest, I'm pretty much just waiting on my kid's granddad to come and move it onto the back garden. Everything's on a hold at the minute because he's pulled his back out. So he's hurt his back, which absolutely sucks ass. Because that means that I can't get it on the back garden. Which means I can't get anything in there in terms of my tools. I'm pretty much ready to go in there now. Oh, those joints look beautiful. Those joints look amazing. These ones are a little bit tight. Have the neighbours stopped giving you crap? They've shut up for now. Just grab a rope and drag it on. Yeah, I don't think I can carry 5.5 ton, but I can certainly try. I can show you some pictures of what I've been working on today. So, no matter how much I tried, it turns out that I absolutely suck at plastering. So I couldn't get the plaster flush. So I drywalled the media wall and then tried to flush it, tried to skim over it, but it turns out I suck. So I'm waiting for my mate to come in and just give it a fresh skim, just to level all that off. I've built this. This is a media wall, basically. But yeah, it turns out I suck at plastering. So, such a tough trade. Yeah. So, I mean, I got some of it flat and I managed to get some of it level, but did you use plaster or cake icing for that? Well, I painted it. I put a coat of paint on it just to see what it was going to look like. And yeah, you can see too many blemishes in it, and I was just like, yeah, I can't leave it like that. So I've bit the bullet, found my mate who's a professional plasterer. I just said, look, I said, come in, I'll pay you. Just come and give the media wall a skim of plaster, get it sorted for me, and yeah, he's going to come up and do it. So did that. I'm waiting on that. Yes, those cables are capped with Wagos. So yes, they are absolutely safe. Don't worry. Yeah, at least I tried. Yeah. So I can plaster to a certain extent, but yeah, I just couldn't get it. I couldn't get it right. I can definitely do undercoat plaster. You know, as in like base coat. But yeah, I just couldn't get it right. Couldn't get the edges right. So I just phoned my mate and said, yeah, come in and do it. He'll charge me probably 100 quid, 150 quid to do it. It's fine. So I've been working on that. Yes, it's a mess. I don't care. So I've been working on this, which is obviously going to be the kitchen. So yeah, building a little kitchen here, a little sink where I can wash my hands and whatnot, kettle, and I'm going to put a reflow oven there as well. Yes, that mattress was there when I bought the caravan. I've got to find a way to get rid of it. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on today. This media wall. Sorry, not the media wall. The little kitchen worktop area thing. So yeah, got to have a place for my coffee, of course. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. Where's Travis's brass dance pole? In Sarah's bedroom. Yeah. You pig. Yeah, to be fair, I mean, I tried with the plastering. I'm not a plasterer. Luna's a fatty. but the wall's knocked down as well. Literally waiting for kid's granddad to come and help me move it. But the reason I'm so meticulous on wanting that media wall flat is because that's going to be what everybody sees in the videos. Like that's going to be on every single video. It has to be flat. It has to be flush, and it has to be painted properly. So, yeah, it's got to be done right, because that's what people are going to be seeing on the videos. And plus, that's where my 100k plaque's going to go. So, yeah. To be fair though, I did a pretty good job at building the media wall. Like the media wall is absolutely solid. To say that I'm not very good with woodwork, and the fact that I'm a prick, according to Sarah. Yeah, and the fact that I've never built a media wall, it looks pretty sick, to be fair. Oh, lovely. A big prick. Yeah, you know it. I just melted a wire as well. Of course I did. That's always good, isn't it? Better move that wire out of the way before I end up blowing myself up. No, I don't mind admitting defeat on the plastering. You know, I've done most of it. It just needs a final skim to get it flush. I can admit defeat. I gave it a go and I failed. We're going to get explosions with melting random wires. Possibly. Right, okay. So, yeah, I've just resoldered that. That looks a lot better on that side now. I'll say a lot better. It wasn't bad anyway. I'm not saying it was bad. I just want to rule it out, that's all. Solder joints all look good. I'm happy with that. Because if there's one thing I can do, it's solder. That's why Travis looks after Sarah. You got a good point there, buddy. You got a good point there. Now, to be fair, I mean, all you can do is try, and if you fail, this is what I said to my brother-in-law as well, because he was saying, oh, you should get, his name's Cleve, his sister's actually a famous singer, I'm not going to say her name, but my brother-in-law was saying, oh, you need to get Cleve to come in and plaster that, and I was like, I'm going to give it a try first. Like, I'm going to give it a try first, like, regardless. If I can save myself £100 or £200, then I'm going to do it. Why wouldn't I? I'd be foolish not to. Like, give it a try. Yeah, I wasted 20 quid on plaster. Who cares? Well, I'm not going to replace the thermal paste. It's pointless. At the minute, it's pointless, rather, should I say. You don't know until you try. Yep, yeah, exactly. Right. No worries, Breticus. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Coming soon in the car doing the cheapest Reliant Robin. Oh, mate, I'd love a Reliant Robin. Actually, don't talk about that. My car's had to go in for repairs today. I ain't got a car at the minute. Don't talk about cars. I'm going to pay a £350 repair bill tomorrow. Wait 20 minutes and then get... The trick to finish on plaster is get it on, wait 20 minutes, then get... Oh, I don't know what you mean there. I'm not sure what you mean. What's up with the car? Well, it's gone for a service, but it's also gone for replacement sensor housing, and a replacement sensor as well. I said to the mechanic. The mechanic's a friend of the family, and I said, if you're going to replace the sensor, you may as well replace the sensor housing as well. Sorry, no. If you're going to replace the one sensor, you may as well replace all the sensors and the housing, just to make sure that the issue don't come back. At the minute, the fan is on, the radiator fan is on 24/7, so it sounds like a jet engine. It's louder than a PS4, if that's possible. So I keep constantly getting people staring at me in the street when I'm driving down the street and stuff, because it just sounds like a jet plane taking off, which is really annoying. Plus, I can hear it in the car and it's distracting. It's actually passed an MOT like it, because it's a common issue on Vauxhalls. And all it does is make your fan spin 24/7 because he thinks the car's overheating. But my time with messing with cars is way done. Like, I'm not messing with cars, stuff that shit. I can't be dealing with messing with cars. Ain't nobody got time for that. Right, let me put a couple of screws in here just to hold the power supply in. Same issue with your car. Yeah, it's are you driving a Vauxhall by any chance? Or an Opel? Can I post you my car? Well, considering I've sent mine to a mechanic. You know what the funny thing is? I can actually do a lot of repairs on cars. Like, I'm not a stranger to a spanner and a hammer. I can actually do a lot of repairs on the car. I just don't want to. Like, I don't want to mess with oil and stuff. I don't like the oil and stuff on my hands. It makes me want to peel my skin off. Like, Sarah can vouch for me. If I get grease on my hands, if I don't wash my hands within 30 seconds, I get incredibly frustrated fast. Like, real frustrated fast. Like, I can't help it. It's just an OCD. But my time with messing with cars is, no, I can't deal with that. Hell nah. Right, let's have a look. See if it wants to power on now. No. No, he does not. YouTube qualified mechanic, yeah. Right, I wonder if it's actually trying to display when it's trying to turn on. I'll just have a look. By turning the, well, plug in the HDMI. Actually, I can plug in my HDMI tester, can't I? That's probably a better idea. Consolefix.shop. No, it's not trying to turn on the HDMI at all. Yeah, I've got a feeling this is a mismatched SSD, possibly. Because it should at least activate the HDMI 5-volt output and it's not, unless that 5-volt rail is missing. That would be the only explanation for it, is if the 5-volt rail was missing. But I would have thought that if the 5-volt rail was missing, then it wouldn't attempt to turn on. But then again, I don't know. Cheers, mate. Thanks, Road Trip. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, it's hard to say really, but okay, so my next step would probably be to try and determine whether it's the APU board or the SSD. Sorry, not the SSD, the APU board or the Southbridge board. So the way I'd do that is remarrying a new Southbridge board. Now don't get me wrong, if I can't, like if it is the Southbridge board, I would try and fix the Southbridge board, but it'll at least allow me to isolate the fault. So what I'll do is I'll remarry a new Southbridge board. Should have let Vince fix your car. Oh dear. We had a Pontiac G5 and that one was done because of rust and tough winters. GMC Canyon had the right front arm frame destroyed. We did replace it for a 2019 Ford F-150 at least, but the car was done. F-150s are really popular in America, aren't they? My sister just had to have the water pump done on hers yesterday as well. Right, okay, so to remarry an SSD, I need to, sorry, a Southbridge board, I need to replace a chip on the board. There's a screw missing there. So the problem is the Southbridge board is paired to the APU board. Why they ever did that, I do not know. Pickup trucks are popular in America. Yeah, my uncle's got one actually. I don't know which one he's got, but he's got a pickup truck. Right. Okay. So let me just I need to log this. Let me just get the booking number. Just so I don't lose it, that's all. Something I've started doing recently. Ah, damn it. Ah, my label printer's stuck. No, I didn't, sir. There you go. Now I know it's his board. So I'm going to pop that to one side. I'm going to grab a... Actually, I'll leave it there for a second. I'm going to grab a donor board. Bear with me. Well, I'll say a donor board. It'll be a working board, but bear with me. I was making a cheeky coffee indeed, yes. Ha! And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Ha! Right, anyway. I was grabbing a donor board as well. Okay. Right, so there's a little chip on the Series X motherboard, just there. U25, there it is. So this chip is basically a security chip, and it's got the APU code on it or whatever. And basically, the easiest way to remarry a Sainsbury's board is to just take this chip off and take it off the original board and put it onto this one. So that's what I'm going to do. So remember that, people. U25 is the chip you need to change if you want to replace the Sainsbury's board. Didn't even need to take it off, damn it. I just took the sticker off it and then realised it's on the other side of the board. So this is the customer's chip. Just there. I'm going to put that onto the donor Safebridge board. Just drop that on there momentarily. And with a little bit of flux, we can make the chip sit right. Make it dance. Yep, there you go. Looks like Win1 no chip from the PS4 Pro. Yeah, I'm not sure what chip it is. That can be read though with a programmer. Steve from Steve B actually discovered this. Can one of the mods post a link to Steve B's channel? Right, there we go. So that's that. And now we now have a remarried board. So obviously that's the replacement board. There's the customer's original board. If it doesn't work, I will put the chip back. For now, I am going to just partially reassemble this. I'm not going to fully reassemble it, it's not needed. Not for what we want to try. Well, I think I can remember where I've put his power supply. There it is. So this will hopefully just indicate what's at fault. We'll see. I'm going to remove his power button board. Just to make my life a little bit easier. There we go. It just saves me putting it back in the case, that's all. As long as I compare it on, that's all I need to do. So this might look a little bit hacky, and it is, but it's fine. As long as those two boards don't touch, which they're not, they're just hovering, then it's absolutely fine. Bang. Alright, let's have a look. Ooh. Okay. My board's not working. My board no worky. Damn it. No, I've never dropped a screw and blown a console. I've dropped screws in console, but never blown one. My board's not working apparently. I'm gonna have to find another one. That sucks. That sucks a big one. Phil won't let you place a link. I will do it in a second, mate. Bear with me. There you go. It stays on if the SSD is taken out. Yeah, that very well could be the SSD then, mate. Unfortunately. If it stays on with the SSD removed. Right, I need to find another donor board. I'll say donor board. I thought that was a working board. Evidently not. Right, bear with me. I will find one. Got one. Right, okay. I'm going to do that again. Alright, I'll just do these real quick. Damn it. The thing don't want to sit still. And I knocked the cap off. Me trying to be cocky, that is. Oi! Shut up, smoke alarm. Right. So if this shows the same symptoms, is it really worth swapping that chip back over to the original board? Does it make much of a difference? Like if it's a working board, I mean. Yeah, I didn't think it'd make enough of a difference, to be honest. I mean, if it's a working board, it's a working board, right? It's got your chip on it, so it's. Yeah. I do have a feeling that this probably is a mismatched SSD. If I'm being completely honest, the fact that it stays on for longer with no SSD, and the fact that it goes off after 5 seconds, it's certainly pointing towards a mismatched SSD to me. But we'll see. Right, let's have a look. Okay, she's turning on. Is she going to stay on? No. No. Yeah, that is pointing towards the SSD, if I'm being completely honest. The fact that it stays on for 5 seconds is common. It's a common symptom of a wrong SSD. And also the fact that it stays on for longer if there's no SSD in there. Let's just verify that. Because if it stays on for 30 seconds, it's looking for like if it stays on for between 30 and 60 seconds with no SSD, then it's looking for the SSD, so it's trying to boot up. And the fact that it's The fact that it's trying to boot up initially as well is also concerning. I've just plugged my own SSD in. And yeah, 5 seconds. So if I pull out my SSD, this is my SSD by the way. But that one's the customer's original. So if I turn that on now, I've got a feeling that's going to stay on for about 30 seconds. Yeah, that's looking for the SSD, that is. It could be corrupt or faulty, or yeah. It could be. Now I'm looking for my SSD reader. Because I was going to try and clone a partition. Oh, where have I put my SSD reader? So what I'm wondering here is, has this shop tried a new SSD and left the old one in, left the replacement in there without cloning it over, or has something happened during the initial deleting of that partition? That is another thing. I can't find my reader, so I don't know if I've put that in the new workshop or not. So I might have to leave this one for now and come back to it. Ain't no way in hell I'm hunting in there for the reader tonight. Yeah, that's just shut down after like what, 2 minutes or whatever. That's pointing towards a bad SSD. It wouldn't stay on that long if it had a board fault. It would not stay on for that long if it had a board fault. That sucks, man. You were doing the same before you started that partition business. Right, okay, got ya. Gotcha. Yeah, so I've got a feeling it could very well be a case of someone swapped out the SSD and they've put a wrong SSD in. So I don't think cloning the SSD is going to make a difference. I assume the SSD was reading fine for you, maxed out. At least you fixed the board. That is true. That is true. You did indeed. Yes, it was reading fine. Okay, so there's really no point in me hooking it up to a reader anyway, then, is there really? I mean, that's just me being lazy and not finding my SSD reader, but I need a new one, actually. Mine's a little bit wamboozled. Yeah, I don't think there's really any point in me hooking my SSD reader up, because as Maxed Out said, he's already tried all of that stuff with the SSD And it looks like he was on the right track, but it looks to me like wherever this has been before, or the customer or whatever has taken the SSD, swapped it for another one, and not put the original back in, which basically completely bricks the console. So that freaking sucks. Don't look like I'm going to be able to do anything at all with this, unfortunately. But it was worth a try, at least. Yeah, it was worth a try before we sold it on eBay, I suppose. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be a no fix. I'm not going to put that original Southbridge board back on. I'll just leave it as this. This thing's a brick, and it has got a working Southbridge board on it. So the Southbridge board is matched to the console. So technically, for me, it's original. I just don't think it's really worth it any more time. But sucks. It sucks. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, Andy, I'll get in touch with you tomorrow about getting this sent back to you, but for now, I am just going to throw the parts in the case, and I'll put it back together off stream, save wasting everyone's time. It's kind of pointless. Well, I'll say pointless. It's got to go back together, but yeah, I'll do it off stream just because why waste time? So let me just grab all the customer's parts up, including the screws. Notice I chucked an extra screw there, by the way, because there was one missing. Did anyone notice that? Yeah, I chucked a screw there. As I was taking the screws out of the other one, I chucked another screw. One of the screws there, and the other ones went to the back of the thing there. Just so I knew there was enough screws. The hard drives match the One X like the Series X. On the One X, no, you can change the hard drive on the One X. But yeah, I threw an extra screw there because I knew there was one missing from the Southbridge board. So yeah. To be fair, I probably will put that customer board back in. I don't know, something don't sit right with me about. Oh bollocks! I just dropped one of them screws again now. Well, now there's one missing again. There you go. Yeah, no, something just don't sit right with me about leaving the board. Plus, technically, that board for me is a working board, so I can actually sell that as a working board. Well, hey ho. My kitty is trying to come in. I'll go and let her in a second, or him. Yeah, something just don't sit right with me about leaving the board. I'll put it back to how it came. That's the customer's SSD. Then I'll go into the, I'll put that back in the console before I send it back. I mean, realistically, what I would do with this, personally, is sell the parts. Because people are always buying them SSDs. And you'll get like £120 just for the SSD. I would say, I mean, the case is in good condition. You can sell the Southbridge board knowing that it works. I'm just going to let the cat in because she's crying. He's crying, should I say. Yeah, personally, I would sell it like you'd probably realistically get like £100 for the Southbridge board, knowing it works. Like you can sell that as a working board. Oh, shut up, Spot. If anybody shut up. Look, you got food there. Eat your food. Be quiet. Should we go and say hello to the people? Oi. Come on then. Come and say hello to the people. Say hi to the people, Spot. Hey. Hey. No. Say hi to the people. Spot. Say hi to the people, Spot. You really don't want to. He don't like you. Told you, you didn't become a Twitch Prime subscriber. He's crying. Little kitty cries every time. The language on that cat. Yeah. Use that SSD in the PC. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'll put that back together on off stream. Do you want me to leave the SSD out, mate? Save you customer's SSD screw. Thank you. Yeah, I'll leave the SSD out for you, mate. No worries. I'll send it back in bits if you want, if you're going to strip it down and sell it as parts. I'll send it back in bits if you really want me to. I'm good, thanks, Dean. How are you, buddy? Where did I put the customer's screw bag? No, I'll leave it on top of the case for now. Like even down to the screw sets, like you get tenner for the screw set. Like genuinely, people are always asking me for screw sets. If it'll fit in the original box. Oh yeah, it wouldn't. Yeah, no chance. Not in bits. No, I'll put it back together. Good to hear, Dean. Good to hear, mate. I hate the Series X. Mine's still broken. I can't figure it out at all. What's the symptoms, mate? As I'll go and grab another console to work on. Right, I'm going to drop these boards here with the Series X just so I can put it back. I will put that board back. Something don't sit right with me leaving my board in.